Hey, one moment, I'll be with you. Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? I hope everything is going well for everyone. I have gotten a lot that's happened in the last few days, so without going into too many details, let's just say that we're going to get into this. We're going to start with some of the monthly stuff that we haven't done much of. So there's like 3 or 4 big things going on right now in the tournament, as you guys probably should know if you're in. You have the Last Stand, Save the Battle Realm. You can see that with Ebony Maw there. That is directly tied to the Last Stand quest for the stones. And every week they're releasing a new part of the chapter with a different stone. This week was the Soul Stone. Next week, as in tomorrow, is going to be the Mind Stone. And there's all levels. I have actually done them all. And they directly correspond up to the Last Stand. And the Last Stand is also all levels. And what it is there's a path in each one of these. There's a path in each one of this quest. We can probably have one here quick. I think there's 4 total paths. We'll open it up. No, there's 6, sorry. And each one represents a path for the stone. It's soul, mind, reality, time, power, space. So each week, as the new stone gets there, the path that the stone will affect will be opened. And you'll be able to go down it. Now, you don't have to use the champions that the stones imbue, but it makes it much easier. Personally, I did the first... I did beginner, normal, heroic without using anything else, just using regular team that I brought in. The master up, you only get 1 champion, so also keep that in mind for each lane. So it's really hard without having the stones. Like, it gives you a degen, it gives you a few other things. With the stones, you get some buffs that really help you make the particular path easier. So that's really cool. That's one part, and that was a month and a half long. And then we also have the negative zones that are still going on for till tomorrow. Tomorrow, I believe, is the last day, so get those in while you can. They also have the Avengers Forever, which is the regular monthly. That's the one that I did as it came out last week. We went through the Uncollected all the way through. However, today, what I'm going to do is we were given content creators, which again, I am a part of the content creator. I'm not paid for command for showing or doing any of these things. They do give me early access to the Ronin character right now, and so I'm going to use him to go through the event so we can see what kind of abilities he has and how he does on this month's monthly quest. Then maybe a little while later we'll pull in some maybe some Realm of Legends on him or something, just to see how we can really let him go and open up wide. So we'll go with that. That's what we're gonna do. I also still have the negative zone, and I will go ahead and do this because they just opened this negative zone for us. So we'll hit this one. And then you can see how I've been doing these negative zones. Let me check something really fast. So it's only been one. Alright, so let's go ahead and dip into this negative zone. We're going to edit our team to be who I normally bring. So I normally been bringing Blade, GR, Void, Hyperion, and Archangel. So I've been normally using on these, and I've found that I've had little to no problem with it. I'm almost always going up the middle lane. You only have to do these once, by the way. If you're doing them more than once, it's pointless. You're not getting anything more out of it. So just do each lane one time, and you should be good. Let's see. We use Ghost Rider for Ronin here. I change them. Sometimes I'll use Hyperion, sometimes I use Ghost Rider. Biggest thing I gotta worry about is this unblockable special one. Get past this unblockable special one, you're good to go. Now I got a special too, which is blockable, but it's harder to avoid sometimes. So just stick to the avoiding of his big thing, and he's really straightforward. Just pound him down. No time limit, so. I just put him in Damnation so he can't get any more power anyway. So, yep, he's done. Moving on. Only 2 fights to these too, so I will be going back down to Johnny Storm, Human Torch. And I pretty much always use Blade for him, unless Blade's tied up with something else. Then I can use Hyperion and I can use Archangel. Archangel really does really well if you just do the heavy parry method. Too slow. What you gotta worry about with him is getting all these built up fires. You gotta watch that. Oh, that was a goof. See, that's those built up fires. Hey, what's up, Mope? How you doing, man? Hope it's all well for you, sir. That shouldn't happen, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you the parry heavy for Archangel that I always do. So this will get him down. I've got him down in 21 hits before doing that. Just I had good RNG though. But there you go. Collect those sweet little rewards there. And then work your way back down or up, because you can do each one of those levels one time. Ooh, look how many 5-star shards. Nice. He's a pain, isn't he? That last Thanos, he's a pain. I beat him on stream last week. It was not fun. It was before they had fixed him, so he was an utter pain in the butt. However, I did get through it, so I'm happy to say that. Cost me a little bit, but I got through it. We'll be beating, which hopefully we'll be beating Thanos here in just a little bit on probably Master. Probably Master, because I want to get the 4-star Ronin now, which yeah, and intercepting him is the only way to do it. It was a little hard. Well, I say harder. It was a little bit more challenging, I should say, for me because of my delay. You know how that messes me up sometimes? It honestly does. Like, I'm not even going to try to play. Great. Apparently, we have lost our... negative zone. We'll get it back though. Anyway, that delay really messed with my timing. I ain't gonna lie. And so I had issues with his reverse controls, which are really are tightly timed, and his last whatever percent his last phase, where you have to intercept him to hit him. Which, you know, once I got it down, it wasn't bad, but getting to that, it's kind of rough. However, you should feel accomplished, because that is one of the more challenging ones they've done, which I'm cool. I'm happy to see it. Now I'm just going to breeze through all these. Hopefully I get a different uncollected this time, like I'll get Captain Marvel. She's always fun to use either Ghost Rider or Hyperion with. So yeah, lots going on. Did you get a good chance to go see Endgame? Hopefully you've gotten to see the movie now. That was my last Thursday. That's why I missed stream, because I was in the midst of being in the theater. Loved Endgame, by the way. It was a great movie. It also shattered all kinds of records. Oh man, it's been insane. Insane. What am I on now? This is heroic, right? No, this is master. There we go. We got vision. He's always fun too. And he's down. Down for the count. Oh, I got so many crystals though. I've been saving. It's quite a bit. Quite a bit. We'll get around to him. We'll get around to him. And another one down. Alright, so I think, yeah, we're on to our epic again. Let's use Hyperion. Just because I want to get him done with this time. Build up some of those Furies. And those Cosmic charges. Alright, let's see what happens. Should finish him off here. Should finish him off. That makes him easy. Let's do Johnny with let's do him with the Archangel this time. I'll show you how I do that. That'd probably be a good one. Get some good RNG here. Stack those bleeds. I want them to stack some poisons. And it's got the neurotoxin on them. Should go a little bit better now. So if they can bleed, and be poisoned, they're still no better. Ah, you got me. That's a tricky one to avoid. I can avoid the first part easy. It's that last bit. And there you go. Just like that. Just like yet. That puts us at, ooh, look at that. Just a few hundred shards away from 4. Doing good. Doing good. All right. So, we were gonna do. So you said master. We're gonna use our loaned champ that we got this period, Ronin. Well, we can go over Ronin. He's got some synergies here. He's got Last Hope with him and Captain Marvel. The duration of bleed buffs is increased by 3% for each active cruelty. All right. And intercepting attacks have plus 156 crit rating for Captain Marvel. Then there's Unlikely Combination. Ronin gains 25% block proficiency in guard stance, which we can get to the stances in a minute. And Ant-Man is a 20% chance to inflict a fatigue buff on the opponent when struck, and increasing the potency of poisons by 35%. So it makes Ant-Man a little bit more poisonous. And a 20% more chance to fatigue them. So his glancing blows and things. Let's see. Live and Die by the Sword. Ronin blocking attacks have a 50% chance to bleed the opponent, which is really nice. Dealing 15% of attack as direct damage over 5 seconds. So that's really nice. For Nightcrawler, we haven't seen him in a synergy for a while. When switching combat modes, gains a plus 350% critical damage rating for 10 seconds. That could be cool. That could be cool. Makes you worth wanting to change the stance anyway. For Guillotine, striking an opponent with the 4th light attack has a 30% chance to gain his soul. That's nice too. But it's got 10-second cooldown. Yeah, that's nice too. Alright, so Masterless. Moon Knight and Ronin. Gain a Fury buff, increasing attack rating by 50% for 4 seconds upon switching stances. And 30% chance to instantly regenerate 35% of damage taken when struck. So it gives Moon Knight some regen abilities. That's nice too. And finally we have Black Widow. And we get a 5% power gain for all champions. That's nice too. So we will definitely take the 5% power gain. Pretty sure we'll take a Last Hope. For sure want to do the blocking bleed chance. And let's see. Do we want to gain a Fury buff or block proficiency? Let's do the Fury buff. So that's what we're going with. Let's see how it does. Oh, you know what? I'm silly. I should have showed you this before. All right, so Ronin himself. His abilities are Bleed, Cruelty, Precision, and Disoriented. His signature ability is called Unrelenting Agility. When attacked, while at 7 Cruelty passives, Ronin gains evasion on the next incoming hit for 1.5 seconds. It removes all the Cruelty passives when he does evade the attack. Successful evades, pardon me, do not grant stance abilities. When Ronin evades an attack, gain a Fury passive, increasing attack rating by 236 for 7 seconds. So passive. When Ronin will miss an attack or be evaded, he gains a Cruelty passive, increasing cruelty damage by 247 for a max of 7 stacks. His sword attacks. Attacks using the sword have a 15% chance to inflict bleed damage, dealing 413 direct damage over 7 seconds. Critical strikes using the sword have a 100% chance to inflict bleed. So that was a 15% chance, but I'm gaining another 50 on top of that. So it's either 65 or it's 50%. I'm not sure how the synergy works, but either way, now when I'm hitting a block, it's kind of like Blade. When he hits the block, he automatically bleeds. This is kind of like what's going to happen here. Intercepting attacks has a 666.67 critical rating. Nice. So if you intercept them, you get a big chance to crit them. Against bleed immune champions, instead of bleeding, you're going to gain a cruelty passive and Ronin would inflict a bleed. So that's nice against bleed immune champs. Kind of gives them the X23-esque feel to it. So here's the stances. Ronin prepares his stance by performing light attacks. 1 light prepares guard, 2 light prepares wrath, 3 light prepares demon. Alright, so you're going to do medium, light. So, if you're going to do combos, you want to stop the combo, whatever one you want it to be on your stance. Dodging back after preparing a stance, Ronin enters the stance. Stances are not affected by ability accuracy reduction. Oh, nice. When entering your stance, gain cruelty passive. Okay. When reaching 7 cruelty passives, gain a precision passive, increasing critical rating by 3,714 for 15 seconds. Well-timed blocks activate the parry mastery. So if you are new and you don't have the parry mastery, this will give it to you. Stunning opponents, even if their attack is projectile based. Wow. Wow. He gains a 35% chance to perfect block. Wow. During the stance, there's a 100% chance to purify a debuff. Wow, that's guard stance. Wrath stance. All attacks reduce defensive ability accuracy by 40%. Oh, that's nice. Demon stance. All bleed gains 75% ability accuracy and can be inflicted on blocked hits. Ooh. This guy's sounding really good. Disorients the opponent. The special attack 1. Disorients the opponent, reducing defensive ability accuracy by 40% and block precision by 50% for 8 seconds. And he enters a prepared stance. Special attack 2 inflicts a bleed that deals 413.7 direct damage over 7 seconds for each active cruelty passive. We need that one, okay. And special attack 3 gains a fury passive, increasing attack rating by 236 for 35 seconds. That's nice. And it removes all cruelty passives. Alright. So that is our Ronin. Let's see what our Ronin can do. I have a feeling these first few levels are going to be just roll them over. Just going to roll over stuff with it. But that's alright. It is what it is. We'll have fun doing it anyway. Look at that, inflicting bleed like that. These animations are a little bit weird. He does the end game thing when he kills him. That's funny. I like it. We'll do story time probably tomorrow. I got this guy for a couple more days, so it's nice I get to play with him on stream for a little while. Very nice. Very nice. Gives everybody a chance to get in and see it. So that was me preparing that stance. Nice. Yeah, this is just me playing around, getting used to him, guys. So, any questions, please let me know. Let me know. If you want to see something, let me know. Probably try and push him to a special 3 here soon. So he does against Mordo. If I'm going to reduce his ability accuracy by, what is it, the second stance and then hit, so... Yeah, what do you do? I didn't want to use that color. That one wasn't bad either. Changing the stance gave me that long fury. I don't know if you guys noticed it or not, but it was pretty cool. Alright, let's see how Ronin does against an Iron Man. Infinity War. Shouldn't be too bad. Oh. Nice. I like that special too. Animation. I like the fact that he throws a ninja star. I don't know. Do we miss the bow and arrow with him? Do we want to see a bow and arrow with him? That would be fun, right? If you could do both. Let's go into demon stance. Yep, demon stance is nice. Or I'm sorry, guard stance. Alright, so it's 1, 2, 3, back. Alright. Ronin against Ronin. We're still trying to figure him out, so there's that. Yeah, yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. So he does against the Korg and Awakened Korg even. Hopefully all right. Oh, there's the bow and arrow. Oh, look at that. Splitting the bow. So it wasn't terrible. Hey, what's up, Joker? How you doing, man? Thank you very much for the raid. I'm just going over Ronin, so it's part of the content creator that gave me the Ronin to play with. So that is what I'm doing. Trying to learn his abilities and see what he's got going on. But welcome. Welcome very much. What's going on? How you doing, Silver? Except just doing a little bit of Ronin gameplay. Who has so far been really fun. His animations are really fun. Hey, what's going on, XGN? What's up? What's up, LaFleur? Yes, I am in the content creator program. I do not know how long maintenance will last. I thought it was 2 hours. They got some fixes coming in they have to get in, so I'm just trying to play until we get to there. I want to say it's 2 hours, and I know that they've got a list of fixes coming. Yeah, LaFleur. I got in a couple of months ago, and I'm just really now starting to get in the swing of all of it. I can tell you that they do not, in fact, they do not want us to give them no hold. They want us to do no holds barred. So I am no holds barred when I'm doing this. Ah, me too. Me too. I'm looking forward to what they come out with next. I mean, shoot, you guys saw Endgame has been insane. 1.2 billion opening weekend, 1.3 billion. That is absolutely insane. Hey, did you guys notice that the teleport is right behind Hulk's head there? That's one thing that I have daily grinding on them is fix that crap. I hate that. I cannot stand that. Move the thing so that I can click it without having to scroll in to click it. Sorry. Had to rant a little. I will not spoil it for you. He is. Hey, check out. Let me get in. I'll show you some of this synergies, which are pretty off the hook, man. So he gets synergy with Captain Marvel. He gets synergy. I'll go back over in a second. He gets synergy with Ant-Man. He gets synergy with Nightcrawler and or Guillotine, which is really cool because I haven't seen the Nightcrawler synergy in forever. Moon Knight, and then of course Black Widow. The Black Widow one, 5% power gain, so it's another power gain team with somebody who could not only use it, but is useful in a synergy team. Like you could use him as well as like a Hyperion or something else. Like I could see this happening. For Moon Knight, you get a 30% chance for Moon Knight to regenerate, which is really cool that they're going to put some regen back in Moon Knight. And then Ronin, he gets the Fury buff increase. Every time you switch stances, you get an extra Fury buff for 4 seconds. And the switching of the stances is really easy. Anytime you do a light hit and then you swipe back, you'll change his stance. So there's 3 different stances you can get into. It's really, really wicked. For the Nightcrawler, though, you get the 350% critical damage rating for 10 seconds when you switch his stance, which as you're playing is useful, as you're fighting him not so much. Guillotine, she gets an extra soul, a chance to get a 30% chance to get an extra soul. And for Ronin, he gets a 50% chance to bleed on any block. So it's like Blade's block bleed. It's another one like that, and it pops off much more than you think. So that 50% is quite handy. And then for Ant-Man, you get basically increased poison and increased fatigue, so you get more glancing blows. For Ronin, you get a 25% block proficiency in guard stance, which that's the one that I could probably live without. And then the Captain Marvel is intercepting attacks, get 150 for her critical rate, which you do a lot of intercepting with her if you play her right. And for him, you get increased bleed debuffs, 3% for each active cruelty. And the cruelties, one of the really cool things is with his actual abilities. And if the opponent doesn't bleed, you get the chance to get cruelty instead. So it's like X23. If you're going against somebody that doesn't have bleed, then you can stack up the cruelties, which are really nice. So those stances I was talking about, though. So there's Guard, Wrath, and Demon. Guard stance, basically, it gives you the parry, but you can parry projectiles, which is really nice. So keep that in mind. And then with Wrath, which is the second one, it's an increased defensive ability accuracy reduction. And Demon is 75% ability accuracy and can be inflicted on blocked hits. So, and that's for the bleeds. Now, anytime he does a sword attack or sword block, you get a chance to deal a bleed. So attacks using sword have 50% chance to inflict bleed, and that's increased to the 50% on the block with the synergy. So he's not bleeding like Blade or anything, but he does quite a bit. He does get quite a bit in. It's really nice. And his animations are a little harder to get used to at first, but once you get them down, they're actually kind of fun. Like that was me going into Demon stance. So he's got a lot of really good potential. I think he could be both a bursty and a ramp up. He's kind of one of those middle ground, can do either or, from what I can tell so far. But I have been enjoying playing. I only get him for another couple minutes here before maintenance stops, but I thought it's really fun. Really fun. So to put that stance in place, if you swipe back, like you can hit the stance, but if you don't swipe back, he won't go into it. So keep that in mind too. I think it's really fun. His and I'm just trying to mess around for a minute before the maintenance kicks in. He's got really different animations. So once you get them used to them, I think they'll be all right. But like for now, it's kind of hard to get him down. But he's got so much potential. Like I just inflicted the bleed on the block. I was trying to block that projectile. So I can get him to throw it. No, I won't. I was trying to get him to throw his SP1 projectile at me, but I think that's gonna. I think they're gonna stop me now. Because maintenance should be hitting any moment. Clearly, I do a lot of bounties. There it is. Yep, 2 hours long, just to be sure. And it's going to be starting 8 p.m. So, yeah, any second now. It should be going out on me. But as long as they'll let me, I'll keep playing. Let's see what this Night Growler. So it was his, and when he switched stances, he gets an increased crit rate. So switch stances. Alright, now. Oh, I see it. See my big cruelty buff thing? Oh, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Let's see, for Blackhead it was power gain. For Marvel, it's intercepting. Not that way. Not that way. There we go. I don't have her legged up at all. She's fun to play with, though. What was, Moon Knight gets regen, right? Yeah, Moon Knight gets regen. See the difference here. Oh yeah, that's a big difference. It went from 700 to 1300 on my crits. Nice. And it goes through blocks, doesn't it? Is that what it said? I think he said that. That's awesome. Alright, Cold Obsidian. Let's see. So we can take him with Nightcrawler too. Trick is to get in before they shut it down for the maintenance. I can't wait to get him. He's gonna be like a Hulk. fun. Oh, we're into that. Too much. Yeah, he looks really fun to me too. Like I can't wait to get a chance at him. Actually, all three of them: Ronin, Cole, and Ebony the Maw. Can't wait to get any of those guys. They all look fun. Super fun, super fun. He does. He looks really insane. You guys have noticed that, right? That you can actually see what they look like as far as their character profile. I'm sure. I know. It fits so many people so well. What do you guys think of that? The new unowned filter. Yeah, he looks pretty badass. They all do. Sadly, that's my unowned crew. That's pretty sad. Talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. They should have already started maintenance. I don't know what's going on. Not that I'm complaining. We do have this coming up. So I've been saving all of those lesser crystals, the greater stand, the last stand. I want to get the 5-star awakening gem. That's what I really want. What's the odds of it? 5 stars, signature stone, awakening, 0.10%. So chances are I'm not getting anywhere near it, but that's what I want. And crystals, when we get there, look at that. About 40,000 5-star shards. Some premiums. I've been stacking for a little while here now. And of course we'll do some Cavalier. We'll do one of those now. I have a problem, a gambling problem with these. Meh. It's more shards, right? More shards. One more of those and I'll have enough for another one. But I don't know. Maintenance was supposed to start. I'm afraid to get into anything because they're just going to shut me down. There it is. There it is. All right. So with that, we're going to break for now. Hopefully we'll get back on in a couple hours after maintenance. So I'll assume some of you guys will be in bed or whatever. But if not, I'll catch you all tomorrow. I'll be back as well. Some more Ronin and some more announcements. So keep that in mind. Well, thank you very much for the follow. And we'll talk with you guys on the flip. Have a good night, guys.